Hello, my name is Sean, and today we're going to be cooking herb crusted rack of lamb. So right here I have 8 racks of New Zealand lamb and some spring onions. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by chopping off the roots. Then we're going to cut the spring onion in half. And then we're going to finely slice the spring onions. So once we're done finely slicing the spring onions, we're going to move them aside. And here is my dry brined rack of lamb. And what is dry brine? So dry brine is a process where you sprinkle salt on all surfaces of the lamb and you leave it on a cooling rack in your fridge for around 24 hours. And what's going to happen is you're going to have this deep dark red coloration right there compared to the last one where it's before dry brined. It's still plain, not that red, and this gives it more flavor. The deep dark red shows that the salt has successfully penetrated the meat. The next step, we need a blender, we need rosemary, we need thyme, we need panko breadcrumbs, salt, and olive oil. But if you have any Parmesan cheese at home, that would be great because it adds extra flavor, and it's going to be really delicious if you add in some extra Parmesan cheese. So what we're going to need is 2 tablespoons of rosemary, 2 tablespoons of thyme, and 4 tablespoons of panko breadcrumbs into the blender. Then you add in your spring onions and some salt, and we're going to start blending this together. After blending, we're gonna add in our fine cumin. If it's still grainy, you can pound it a little. Add in 2 tablespoons of that, and we're gonna add in a drizzle of olive oil. And for this step, because the cumin is already fine and grounded, you could just mix this mixture instead of blending it. Here I have a cast iron pan. It's been heated for almost 20 minutes now, and you want it to be smoking hot like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to add in the lamb backside down, and you're going to start searing off this lamb, sealing all surface of the lamb. So you want to brown the lamb and add some coloration, give that skin a bit of crispiness. The purpose of having a smoking hot pan is to add some decent coloration to the lamb and a very nice crust. So as you can see here, the skin has a very nice charred crust. And the next step, we're gonna start tilting the pan. We're gonna scoop up the oil and we're gonna start basting in between the bones and on top of the bones. Once the bones turn brown and not red, we can take them off the pan, put them on a oven rack, and this is what I prefer because heat can travel through better. And here we have Dijon mustard. Just apply a bit, and with the back of the spoon, you want to smooth out the mustard on all surfaces of the rack of lamb except for the bottom. And the bones, you could just leave it. After that, you're gonna put in your herbs crushed mixture over the lamb and just very lightly pat the mixture on top of the lamb. And it doesn't really matter how you do this. You could pour it inside a bowl and dip the whole rack of lamb inside the bowl, or you could do it like how I'm doing it right now. Pour the powder mixture over the lamb and dip it forward like that, and then dip it sideways, covering all surfaces again except for the bottom. Once you're done with the powder, you're gonna preheat your oven for at least 5 minutes, 220 degrees Celsius, both top and bottom. And you're gonna put the lamb in, make sure it's in the middle of the oven. And you're gonna start cooking this for around 20 to 25 minutes. And the internal temperature of this rack of lamb right now for this one, which is medium well done, is 68 to 69 degrees Celsius. And you can see the knife cuts in very smoothly. So not only does the dry brine help add more flavor to the meat, it also slightly tenderizes the meat a bit. And this is my herb crusted rack of lamb. You can also add pistachios to your herbs mixture. And this is my herbs crusted rack of lamb. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out my other cooking videos, and thanks for your support.